Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be picking out the books that I'm going to be reading in December. As far as the two books that I am picking out myself, I'm going to be reading One Day in December. I heard that this is a Christmas When Harry Met Sally, which I'm pretty excited for. I got this last Christmas, but it was after the fact, so I've been waiting all year to read this. I know that this was pretty popular when it first came out. This is Two People, 10 Chances, One Unforgettable Love Story. I have never been one to read Christmas books, but this year I'm definitely in the mood and I want to get into the spirit of the season, so I'm hoping to read a couple. The next book I'm going to read is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. This is the first book in her Love Light Farm series, which is the only one that I haven't read, and it's set on a Christmas tree farm. In an effort to save the Christmas tree farm that she's loved since she was a child, Stella enters a contest with an Insta-famous influencer, which she is in the second book, In the Weeds. This will give them added publicity and a $100,000 cash prize. But she wants to make it seem like it's a romantic destination, so she lies on an application that she runs it with her boyfriend. But she does not have a boyfriend, but she does have a best friend, Luca Peters. I'm excited to finally read this one. Now, like every other month, we're going to let the TBR jar pick out two books to read. Into the Heartless Wood. Our Infinite Fates. Into the Heartless Wood. The forest is a dangerous place where siren song lures men and women to their death. Deep in the woods lives a witch queen and her 8 tree siren daughters. For centuries, they have harvested souls to feed the heartless tree, using its power to grow their ever-reaching kingdom of ash, birch, and oak. Owen lives at the edge of the forest, mapping the stars for the king in his father's observatory. For years, he has resisted venturing over the garden wall until one day he must enter the forest to find his missing sister. One of the witch's tree's siren daughters decides to save his life instead of ending it. Now, no matter how hard he tries, he can't stop thinking about her. The birch bright hue of her skin and the way violets bloom in her hair. Every night, he goes into the wood to meet her, and their love for each other grows. What happens next? But when the constellations shift, the stars foretell an inevitable war between the Witch Queen and the King. Siren, compelled to fight for her mother, and Owen forced to join the King's army. They are plunged into the heart of conflict that seemingly no one can win, and that might destroy both of their kingdoms forever. That sounds really interesting. I'm excited. This is the way her chapters are written. Almost like, looks like poetry almost. And his are written normally. I've not heard too much about this. I found it used at the bookstore and it sounds super interesting. Our Infinite Fates. It says The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue means this is how you lose the Time War. I just read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue and I gave it 5 stars. So this actually could be perfect. Evelyn can remember all her past lives. She can also remember that in every single one she's been murdered before her 18th birthday by Ardian, a supernatural being linked to her soul. The problem is that she's quite fond of the life she's in now, and her little sister needs her in order to stay alive. If Evelyn wants to save her sister, she'll have to find the centuries-old devil who haunts her through each life before they find her first, and figure out why she's being hunted and finally break their curse, and try not to fall in love again. So I heard that in every lifetime they fall in love, but they also are each other's demise, which is a very interesting concept. I've heard polarizing opinions on this book. I'm excited to finally read it, and I feel like this month is going to be a pretty good reading month. And as always, I will be posting a reading vlog for the month, so make sure to keep an eye out for that to see me read these books and hear my thoughts. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.